Hi, I'm Deb Slowey Raguso, and for over 40 years, the art of painting has been my passion. I've always believed in Matisse's idea of art as having a soothing, calming influence, offering relaxation and joy. I create a vibrant experience for the viewer through color, composition, and story.
Debbie, how did you learn about art?
My formal training began with Tom Bostel in Lenape, Pennsylvania, where for 2 years I studied a modernist approach using the figure and landscapes before attending the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts for 4 years. I also studied at the Barnes Foundation under Violetta Damazia. I was fortunate in these formative years to travel the United States. I spent time in major art collections, and in those days, a student could actually set up an easel and copy masters directly.
Did you stay in Philadelphia after the Pennsylvania Academy?
I found that New York City was the place for me and was blessed to be mentored there by an Academy professor, Will Barnet, a truly great artist, also my dear father-in-law, and took me under his wing for years. He opened many doors for me to the New York art scene. I had the privilege of talking about art and ideas with major figures like James Rosenquist, Robert Rauschenberg, Marisol, and Louise Bourgeois, important gallery people of the time like Leo Castelli and Ivan Karp, Herb and Dorothy Vogel. I was able to show my art, but honestly, I didn't feel quite ready for a commercial gallery back then. Still, those experiences gave me direct understanding what was happening in the contemporary art world. Thanks to Barnett, I received a scholarship to Bob Blackburn's printmaking workshop. This was so important because it didn't just teach me a ton about printmaking techniques, it also opened new opportunities in the print world. My print knowledge even led me to work for the Sylvan Cole Gallery, and I served on a committee for a big exhibition of historical artists at the National Arts Club.
Are you still living in New York City?
After 20 years in Chelsea in New York City, I moved to the warmer climes of Florida. I really couldn't find the same kind of art jobs here. I had studied nursing in New York and became a registered nurse in Florida. My hours were very flexible, often just 1 or 2 days a week to make a good living. So I did that for 20 years. And that meant I never stopped painting. I've been creating art all along.
What kind of media are you working with?
After sketching, I might do a watercolor or a pastel study. I've been painting with oil on canvas for a long time, and more recently, I've been working with oil on glass. The glass technique is unique. I scrape and I add glitter and gold leaf, crushed glass. It gives this painting an amazing glow. I also use collage sometimes, not to overlap lots of pieces, but to fill a large area with something interesting.
When somebody looks at your art, what do you hope they take away from it?
I want my art to offer both relief and inspiration to viewers. My work often has a very dreamlike feel, which keeps it from seeming preachy or judgmental. I'll often combine elements from my life, from what I've been thinking about, from math and science, even Einstein's ideas, along with stories about human experience. I hope people enjoy the stories and the surprising combinations of colors and forms. What I really want people to take away from my work is an understanding of what drives me. my deep curiosity and wonder about the universe. For me, this often comes through exploring things like space, light, and order. I show these ideas visually through mathematics on my canvases. The Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio mathematics reveal an incredible, predictable order in nature. You see it in growth patterns, in shells and flowers, the time of the tides and the rhythm of the seasons. It's like how each new moment comes from and is added to what has happened just before. Life often works that way, as do these numbers.
How do you generate these Fibonacci numbers?
So you do 1 plus 1 is 2, then 2 plus 1 is 3, then 3 plus 2 is 5, then 5 plus 3 is 8, and so on.
And this creates a visual pattern?
When these numbers are drawn out visually, they form a unique kind of spiral, like a nautilus shell.
What's the experience of making art been like for you psychologically?
I love finding that mathematical order, that predictable pattern in nature and growth. Finding and creating that kind of order in my art feels very true and even sacred. Science and faith working together. Painting feels both very structured and very free, which describes me too.
To see more of Deb's work, please visit debslowey.com.